and Gary Streisky. That soon, but first we go to the NFL.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson has a legendary comeback in Baltimore, but we start with a coach who won't come back in Las Vegas. Jon Gruden has resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. This after a report from the New York Times, which reviewed emails that Gruden had sent between 2011 and early 2018, in which he used racist, misogynistic, and anti-gay language. Gruden's emails had been under the microscope since last Friday for comments about Roger Goodell and NFL Players Association Executive Director DeMaurice Smith. These emails were part of a separate NFL investigation into workplace misconduct of the Washington football team. Portions of his inappropriate language were made in messages to then Washington team president Bruce Allen. They included further criticism of Goodell, of female NFL officials, the drafting of an openly gay player, those who chose not to stand for the national anthem, President Obama, then Vice President Joe Biden, and NFL cheerleaders. Our Raiders reporter Paul Gutierrez has the latest from Las Vegas.
What began with a bombshell Wall Street Journal report Friday afternoon ended with a difficult meeting Monday night between Jon Gruden and Mark Davis. Gruden, who authored offensive emails with racist, anti-gay, misogynistic, and vulgar language dating back 10 years, tendered his resignation as Las Vegas Raiders coach. 4 years into a 10-year, $100 million contract. Initially, Gruden, who insulted NFLPA President DeMaurice Smith with a racial comment, said race had nothing to do with it and apologized. Sunday, after a lackluster loss to the visiting Bears and revealing he had also insulted Commissioner Roger Goodell, Gruden again said he was sorry and that he was not a racist.
I can't tell you how sick I am. I apologize again to D. Smith, but I feel good about who I am and what I've done my entire life. And I apologize for the insensitive remarks. I had I had no racial intentions with those remarks at all.
Gruden had been backed by the likes of Hall of Fame receiver Tim Brown, who called him a father figure, as well as current running back Josh Jacobs. It was Jacobs who said Gruden never made him feel a certain way, but acknowledged he said what he said, but that was 10 years ago, and Jacobs said, people grow. It seemed as though Gruden had weathered the storm. But Monday night, the New York Times reported an avalanche of several more disparaging emails that insulted then-President Barack Obama, then Vice President Joe Biden, Caitlyn Jenner, Michael Sam, and others over a 7-year period that were more than offensive. And with the NFL awaiting a response from the Raiders, Gruden met with the owner, and an emotional Davis, who had pursued Gruden to return to the Raiders' sidelines for nearly a decade and called it a 7-year dance, accepted his friend's resignation. Reporting, Paul Gutierrez, ESPN.
Now, after stepping down, Jon Gruden released the following statement saying, "I have resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of Raider Nation. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt anyone." Still ahead on SportsCenter, Adam Schefter with more on the 4 days that ended Jon Gruden's 4 seasons with the Silver and Black.
All right,